Welcome by week 3.
Hello.
We're back and excited for the last sprint of this week.
Yeah, in this video, we will explain what you are to do this week and also what is going to happen next week.
Exactly. So, designing for the public space. Last week, we asked you to make 4 sketches of your data visualization and explore point of views in your story. And this week, it's going to go a bit to the final picture, and we're going to start sketching and testing and prototyping and eventually making it for real.
Yeah. But first, you will make a mock-up. So let's say a physical prototype. And maybe you explore different ideas. Maybe you already have an idea with which will be the final direction, but maybe it's a process. Maybe you will build it and realize that you need to change some things.
Yes.
So
yeah, what is really handy to do if you have a picture of your location and you have your 2D mockup or 3D mockup, just put it in the photo very roughly to see if it works. How do you want to position it? Try to make a understanding of how is it going to look in public space.
You could print the pictures as background to make again a picture from the whole thing, but you could also use Photoshop, of course, to put it later on as background. The idea is that we get a whole impression, not only you yourself, a whole impression about how it will look like.
Exactly. So here, for example, on the left, you see an example. Somebody had a grid space. This is typography, of course, but you can imagine that it could be your data visualization. And on the top, you see there's a visualization probably made in Illustrator where she counted and made a plan to execute it. So you're not miscalculating. So I think that's important to be prepared if you go to real space, that you know what you're going to do. And on the right side, we have some examples. So like how you can make a mock-up. You can use cardboard, you can use
acrylic,
thread,
plastic,
yes, all kinds of stuff. You see little pins, so for data points maybe. So think of material which is easy to use and to make a representation.
You can get a lot of inspiration from the source that is here down at the bottom. It's also shared on the website, this link, and you will find a lot of inspiration there. Think also about maybe local elements that you could use to also to share some cultural aspects that if you find that it is relevant or important. And don't forget your legenda. Everybody needs to understand, of course, if you use some elements, what are they representing? So this is an important part of the legenda, and also where to put it and how big and so forth. So
so your public can read what you're representing. So it's the decoding, encoding of the data.
Yes. And then the last assignment is build it in the real space. The space where people can look around, walk around, and and documentate this, put it on a film, take a film.
Make a short movie on your phone to make a representation of the space and also how people interact with your visualization. So we can get a complete impression of what you have made and built in your area.
In the real environment. And this film is what you are going to share with us at the end. Here, some examples, what could be.
Yeah, think also about very cheap material, like tape or crayons on the floor. So there are many options to make something big without having to spend a lot of money. Or so here you see sticky notes or easy material, but we also talked about material, maybe you use ice cubes or sand or something which is representing also in a metaphorical way of supporting your story. So think about that as well.
Yeah, and also when making the film, of course, you need to plan it in advance, especially because if you use elements that will not stay for long, only a couple of hours maybe, or maybe minutes, yeah, it is more like a performance. So think about when and of course where, and maybe try to invite people so that we get also a good idea about the scale, the human scale, according or in relation with the physical visualization.
Exactly.
And
yeah, we have a nice example. This is more of an art piece of Nathalie Miebach, but she also made, this is a very nice example of a story about a hurricane. And you see it's very abstract, but also in a way very pretty, and it makes you think, whoa, what is it representing? This is, of course, a piece where she spent lots and lots of time of it, but it's more as an inspiration, and it's interesting to think of translating data into something physical.
Yeah, also very interesting to see more of her work. So you find a resource there. It's really worth to have a look there. And then the end next week, we have on Monday the last possibility to have feedback. We hope international students that you really come.
Yes,
That we
join the conversation.
Yeah, that we can discuss your final ideas. Then you have maybe a little time to fine tune, because on Tuesday
there is the end show. We're very looking forward to see everybody's movie, and you can also see the movie of the Dutch students. They are working very hard at the moment, and well, share your work on Miro. Don't forget to put it there, because I didn't see so much yet. So I hope everybody is not shy to put it on, show what you're working on, and we're looking forward to the end show.
Yes, and please don't hesitate to send us a mail or to contact us if you need some support.
Yes.
Okay.
See you.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.